Hey everyone, this is Wally here. I hope you guys are doing well. I was talking to a guy yesterday about productivity overall, So for those who don't know me, by the way, I'm on a mission to help young men achieve their goals through productivity systems and identity shifts. I was talking to that guy about his goals, He was like, look, I want to build an agency. I want to make 10 grand a month. I want to be, making a lot of money, retire my mom and all that kind of stuff. But the problem with that is that he only spends like 2-3 hours a day on his agency. And next to it is the problem. He spends 30 minutes a day self-reflecting, and then 20 minutes meditating, and then he takes on cold showers. He does like those productivity things, He spends 2 hours at the gym. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually a lot better than most people, that would enter into consistent junk food, never go to the gym, and never do anything, he's actually ahead of people, technically, if we think about it this way. But he's still broke, He's still not making any money, he's not doing anything. And he's like, yeah, but I'm being super productive, I go to the gym every day, take on cold shower, self-reflect, journal. But I was like, look, your goal is to make more money. You said you wanted to build an agency, right? I was like, yeah. So why would you spend as much time trying to be productive and working on your agency? I mean, you spend 2-3 hours a day on that thing, like being productive, trying to be productive, and then he spends 2 hours on his business. It doesn't really make sense to me. What he could have done instead is something that I like to use. It is not the 80-20 rule, but is it a self-reflection Podomora? Like the 25-5? What I do is pretty simple. I have a main goal, a specific goal I want to achieve. And next to it, I have the productivity things, but it's not gonna take as much weight as the big goal I'm trying to achieve. So I have the specific goal. I know why I wanna do it, how I'm gonna do it, and what are the steps I have to follow in order to achieve this goal. And I just give my best and double down on this. Being productive is good, going to the gym is good, self-reflecting is good, but if it's not gonna help you truly move you forward toward that specific goal, except if this is part of your business, if part of your business is, part of my business right now is building productivity systems for a young, ambitious men so that they can achieve their goals faster. But the way I do this is that I spend maybe 5 minutes meditating, 5 minutes self-reflecting, 45-60 minutes at the gym. I'm still in a great shape. I'm in the best shape right now, despite only working out an hour a day. And next to it, I spend at least 4 hours a day on the productivity business. Could be making content, trying to make my product better. The bare minimum would be spending 4 hours a day on that business. And then next to it, I have the other things. But the main goal is just to improve my productivity systems, making on more content, making market research, because this is what actually gonna push me forward towards the goal. And it's the same thing for his AI agency. Rather than trying to just take on more cold showers, go work out more, how about doing at least 6 hours of work a day? That's what I was thinking about. Because the truth is that sometimes we don't want to do a work. There is something like a friction, there is a resistance when it comes to work. But we as human, most of the time we love lying to ourselves, We try to create fake excuses so that we don't do that specific work. For example, back in the days, let's use an example. Hold on. I'm not gonna use my AI agency. I'm gonna use the girls. I was scared of talking to girls, I was super introverted. As a matter of fact, I'm still super introverted. You know, me making this video, I'm super nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm confident, but I'm an introverted person. It doesn't look like it, but I am an introverted person. I was super scared of talking to girls. I was super scared of getting rejected. And I was like, look, I'm gonna go to the gym 3 hours a day. You know, I was literally like this. I think that I was 17 years old back then. And I would spend so much time like working out, like putting these headsets and being in my own bubble rather than just shooting my shot and saying to, I don't know who, that girl, that she's attractive and I want to know more about her life, you know? Rather than doing the thing that is painful, I'm just gonna go to the gym more. I'm just gonna work out more, maybe twice a day, because it feels like I'm being productive. It feels like I'm moving forward in life. Because it hurts less. But talking to the girl instantly, go to her, cold approach her, is actually gonna be more painful. So most of the time, we would add those journaling thing, those meditation thing, to make ourselves feel more productive. But in reality, we're not really moving towards our goal. I spend 5 minutes a day self-reflecting, 5 minutes maybe looking at the wall, meditating, trying to push the bad ideas out of my head. Or if I'm overthinking about something, I'm just gonna try to understand why I'm overthinking about it and see how can I solve this problem. If not, I just leave it on the side, and then I do more work. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is doing more work. And if you want me to build a tailored daily discipline system, you don't have to click on the link, honestly. You still got enough value in this video. But if you want me to build something specific that will not only help you understand your goals, how to achieve them, and what are the steps you have to achieve, without spending an hour a day journaling, only 2 to 5 minutes a day, without doing the boring work and actually moving forward in life, you know, because it's the only thing that matters actually. You can click on the first link down below. If not, if you got any suggestions on how I can improve my videos, or any video ideas you want me to talk about, make research on, or talk based on my experience, you can just comment on the video. I love you all. Peace out.